taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
There is another card that night, after the Fury shit, where I'm pretty sure we'll be trending like crazy after that. Whatever went down, it'll be trending like a motherfucker.
Yeah, because ESPN gonna retweet those for definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. You got a card from the Zone from Fast Eddie Hearn, in Mexico, where again, this is has an outstanding main event where you have, WBC super featherweight champion O'Shaquie Foster facing Eduardo Rocky Hernandez, and and that fight is, it is one of the better fights that Eddie has put together. Because O'Shaquie Foster is quality. Dude won his belt on the PBC card. He took Ray Vargas' 0, thankfully.
He had an early performance of the year. You know what I'm saying? I always think it was last year, but that was like early this year. That was an early performance.
Yeah, and Ray Vargas, I know, was bitching because he was getting boxed up and he couldn't do whatever the fuck he usually does. He didn't let he was bitching hard after that fight. But hey, man, sometimes you got away with too much. I know King P doesn't like Ray Vargas at all, like he stunk so many fucking times on them old Golden Boy cards.
Yeah, all the boring niggas is just getting it tonight, bro. Paul's like.
And then we have Rocky Hernandez. Now Rocky Hernandez was a real prospect. Like before he got shockingly KO'd by Roger Gutierrez and won. Like dude was like, he was out there. Like dude was knocking people out left and fucking right. And then he had then once he got knocked out by Gutierrez, I think he kind of retreated a little bit. Then he signed that bad deal with what's that name of that why I forget about that?
I forgot, but he had a fucked up deal. I know you're talking about. I forgot.
Yeah. He had a really fucked up deal, and then he had been kind of like he'd been tagging like Top Rank and Matchroom and PBC to buy out his contract and shit like that, And then Matchroom got him out of there because Matchroom was featuring him on their Mexican cards, and dude was lighting up on those Mexican cards. So they was like, you know what, we're gonna sign you. So they got him out of that deal, and and now here he is, because he had been number one for a hot minute for the WBC. So now he's finally getting his title shot. And for me, and I was talking to P about this too. Is either two ways this is gonna end. Either Foster boxes his ass up, or Rocky knocks him out. Like that's one way. That's one or the other, And personally, I don't know why I had this, and I put this in my original parlay before Joe Smith kind of, he fucked up my parlay. But I had, I put money on Rocky winning by knockout. Probably knocking him out maybe in 5 or 6 or something like that. And no disrespect on Foster like that, but I don't think Foster has faced a big puncher like Rocky Hernandez, and who carries his power late into the fight, and it's not necessarily chinny either. Like you got to actually hit that dude to dissuade him. So I think I think Rocky will probably get him out of there in like 6. What about you, Pilot?
I like to liken O'Shaquie Foster to kind of be in the new age Tevin Farmer, same weight class, took a couple L's, got the, obviously his first try he got his title, but, in a similar vein, sweet science niggas. And I know this is in Mexico, so it's going to be tough, but I think it's a little risky because Hernandez got game-changing power, but I think he'll win a decision that's a little close, that the scorecards will say is closer than it really is, and then I think O'Shaquie will continue his reign as champion.
Okay, a decision too. So Rocky, I don't think Rocky's only been 10. Rocky has never been 12 yet, so as far as I know.
Yes, if it goes late, we'll see. I know his power carries late, but how late does it carry?
Exactly.
And I think O'Shaquie will pick his spots and make. A boring fight will be a good if you're betting or rooting for.
I hope it's not a boring fight.
Yeah. I'm just saying, but it's Foster's best bet not to engage because you can get caught up with some heat, So.
Right. AOP, what about you?
Man, I already told you. I think O'Shaquie's just gonna box him up, 8-4.
All right, so 116, 112. What about you, LB?
Damn, seeing that it's in Mexico. Is either I can see a Foster split decision or a draw, or maybe a Hernandez decision. Like this one could really go all over the place. Maybe if it was in a more neutral area.
Right.
But I'd go with a draw.
And honestly, that wouldn't be that would not be a bad bet. I think a draw for this is plus 1280. Like it's not even as high. It's not even the highest draws that it usually draws like 2000. This one is plus 1280.
Yeah, like them old niggas at Vegas know something. They're like,
it's like, man, like if this goes a distance, we can't like I don't know, we can't have a Mexican fighter really lose like that unless he's really lost, So
and I don't see no Kirkland Angulo type of performance, so
Right. Now, I mean, obviously, if Rocky Hernandez does knock out Foster, I mean, it's shit. The motherfucker has the power. Like it was. Yeah. Now, if Foster knocks dude out, which would be like a plus 680, if he, that I'd be supremely impressed.
Honestly, he needs to look at the fight as gun for a knockout.
Yeah, truthfully, because I mean, what Foster did against Ray Vargas was cool in that, but he has to basically out not just outbox the puncher, but really like be the puncher. Like
he's a master.
Outbox him, outfight him, all of that.
Maybe power. He needs to definitely win this fight to probably win at 8-4. He's like, he's like,
nigga, he need to win 10-2 to win 8-4.
Facts.
So it's like, unless you got one of those, like, you gotta really be good at minimizing violence in those 3-minute intervals if you're trying to win those type of damn decisions. Like, you can't. Anytime someone hits you with a jab, you double jab them back. Like, you gotta be on some winky right shit. You really can't let nigga get nothing.
If Foster gets dropped or hurt a couple, 2-3 times, he ain't gonna win this fight. So,
only by knockout he will.
Yeah, exactly.
And even then, niggas might try something. I don't want to see no Kendall Holt, Ricardo Torres type shit.
Right. And because, of course, this is a Mexican card, so they have some. Eddie has put together some fights on there. One fight I think will probably be like it'll probably be a highlight reel knockout. Truthfully, I don't know why Eddie made this damn fight. Talk about Eduardo Nunes, who's 24-1 with 24 fucking knockouts, facing Oscar Escandon, who's seen better days. Like I
ain't heard that name in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. And Oscar Escandon, I mean, he's like, dude is like, he's like 5 feet, like literally. Like, I mean, he was a good boxer. He had power, but dude has seen better days. And Nunes fucking has stones in his fist. Like, there's a
say emphasis on 5 feet. I ain't Mob Deep. Them niggas 5 feet.
I mean, Nunes is like 5'7". Like, there's gonna be a noticeable height difference between those two.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's why
5'7" look tall, nigga. It's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. So I know Nunes. Like, I know Eddie's trying to build him as a attraction. But I know that fight. I'm like, that's gonna be a fade. But I'm not sure I agree with that fight being made. Like, really. Like, because I think Nunes is gonna knock Escandon's head off. So, and Escandon is like, he's seen better days. Like, dude has been in the ring with what is it, like Brandon Figueroa and Gary Russell and like a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Everybody, really.
Yeah, everyone.
That's why I'm just
really.
surprised. Like
King Tug,
like
like Carlos Castro. Like, bruh's been in the ring for a good minute. That's why I'm just thinking to myself, that fight that's gonna be super ugly. That's gonna be a super ugly fade. And then we have and there's another fight on there that's also in there too. Was it Kristen Lopez and is it Kristen Lopez?
Honey.
Yeah, Christopher Lopez and Aaron Alameda. Aaron Alameda is known for giving both Neri and Andrew Leo some trouble. Like, he didn't make them look good. So that's a good fight. And then of course Andrew Tabiti's in the opener, facing that Australian heavyweight Justice.
That's a good one, because I've been hearing about Honey a lot. Pause about Honey, whatever his name is. Yeah. Justice Honey. So let's see.
And Tabiti, I know, Tabiti, I've never been really a fan of, but he can punch. But something about him, he always something about his style that I never really liked all that much. Maybe because he entered the World Boxing Super Series tournament and kind of disgraced himself. So it's like, you know, but he has, but he can punch though, you know. But I mean, either way, all three fights, you know, there's probably there's gonna be fades probably all across the board. So I would not be surprised. Eddie might do it again with these Mexico cards.
Didn't Tabiti, wasn't that the one Dorticos knocked him out? And
Dorticos, yeah, one punch, yeah.
That was
had him sleeping like a baby.
Yeah, that was literally a shadow realm punch. I ain't seen one of those in a minute.
Yeah, and like I mean, Tabiti was out like he was out cold, like that was out like it was lights out, like that shit was brutal. You know, so but like I said, I mean, it is like I mean, after the spectacle of the Fury stuff, like I mean, it's you know, it's a good card to watch. Like I said, you'll see some fades on there and a really good main event. So like I mean, I definitely would recommend watching that. You know, and so yeah, let me just go into the comments because there's lots of comments just to go in there because I know Anthony Manzano's been he's been in there. I know first thing he mentioned, he says, I got cocky about PBC signing a massive contract with Amazon. People are saying more likely Heyman is going to the Zone. I mean,
I have not heard that at all.
I didn't really hear anything.
In fact, my boy Sibby interviewed Gary Antoine Russell. Shout out to Sibby Boxing. And Gary basically had kind of
spilled it, huh? Oh.
Said basically they're going to Amazon Prime. So he kind of said the rumors are true. So
he kind of
I didn't hear nothing about the Zone.
Right. I hope his announcement, you know, because all the speculation and the people dissing PBC. Oh, you know. Yeah, I hope this announcement soon. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there is because TGB Promotions is already reserving like
2 days in February.
They're reserving arenas for like February. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna make the announcement very soon.
They better shit.
Yeah. And then I know Anthony also said, "How about making an interesting card with heavyweight fighters and bare knuckle heavyweight?"
I can't watch the bare knuckle anymore. I tried, man. Like, it's really gruesome, bro. Like, what? I mean, like, I'm a barbarian watching it, but like the bare knuckle shit's like, it's just kind of too much sometimes, man. I don't know.
It's like a real fight. Like,
it's a real fight. I mean, yeah, in person is cool, but I don't know. It's just kind of.
How you say in person is cool when you can hear that shit? Blood might fly near you. Like you're like, yeah, I can see these niggas kill each other bare hands and right in front of me. Turn on the TV.
Yeah, with bare knuckle punching, I mean bare knuckle fighting. I mean, let's just put it this way: there's some of them that are not the most talented motherfuckers in the world, and
that too. The talent's kind of
The talent level is like you got a bunch of motherfuckers that are violent and just want to punch somebody, and I think that's just
it's like Tough Man without gloves.
Exactly.
And honestly, I'd rather they just bring back Tough Man with the gloves and the headgear and call it a day. Like if somebody did that right now, that Misfit should be a wrap.
Yeah, because that bare knuckles. Because the one thing about the bare knuckle fighting is, I'm pretty sure it does not make a whole lot of money. So because you're seeing people literally getting their face rearranged for pennies, like literally.
I feel you on that. Like I got something. I heard about something. I'll tell you after the cast, though. Just remind me.
But and like I said, I mean, I don't have nothing against it, but at the same time, it's just one of those things. It's just like the talent level is not that high, so it's like it's really crude in a way. And it's
when you're that crude, you need to have some fucking gloves on, some protection, something.
Yeah, I saw Paulie lose one of those fights and was like, it was kind of.
But Austin Trout beat one of their ass though.
Trout just.
Yeah, I think too. And I remember too how much I know Randall Bailey was about to do one of them shits, and I'm like, oh god, he's gonna kill somebody. they want, you know. Yeah. I think Randall Bailey got injured or some shit like that, and that's what happened. But I was like, if they allowed Randall Bailey to do shit, Randall Bailey would have killed somebody.
Boxing guys looked out on that one because
it
would have been a whole black guy on bare knuckle because Randall Bailey he'll because my dude from Miami used to tell me like that nigga would take fights for like 10 racks. Like this, like before Kimbo shit. Like that nigga was official with that shit. So put him in that. Come on.
I don't know if I don't know if you want to get hit with that nigga with his bare knuckles or with just like the wraps around and shit like that. That shit would have been super ugly. Like
it's too like I can see where Pilot's coming from. Like like I don't think bare knuckle boxing will ever catch on the way they want it to. Like
it was. I mean, I'm not gonna. I think because when somebody died, they made the rules a little too much. I feel like somebody died a year or two ago, and ever since then it's been a little watered down. I don't know. Like if really nothing else is on, I guess I'll watch it if I can find a stream for it. But
if it's on, like I'll watch it because it is a spectacle. But you see some of the shit that these guys get after the fight, and I'm thinking to myself like, geez,
boxing is not good. First of all, it's bare knuckle boxing, but the boxing is not very good.
Most of them are like UFC, UFC jobbers, that couldn't really.
Yeah, their hands, they're not even Tough Man level. Because I know, Pat, you probably remember watching Tough Man on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's like for every 5 guys that was on that show, there was always one guy out of that 5 who had decent hands.
Yeah, this is even more gimmicky than the 4 rounders.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like it's just not gonna catch. Bare knuckle boxing only survives when you have notable names doing it. If not, it's just gonna just be there. But I don't think
notable names wouldn't do that because there's not enough money in that.
No, I'm saying notable names like I mean, you already had Paulie, you had Austin Trout, like that level. Like they don't have to be no multi-millionaire unified world champion. Just you notice you only hear about bare knuckle boxing when you have a certain type of name in there.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't hear it on no regular shit. Like no one gives a fuck about that.
Yeah, the only time it is unless they go viral, like that chick that got fucked up. In interviews. Well, Broad had free plastic surgery and shit, nigga. Like she was out there like all fucked up in the game and shit.
I don't know how women would want to do that shit. Like.
Yeah,
there was one. I know the girl from UFC. I think her name was Paige Van Zant. She's kind of she's pretty hot. I ain't gonna lie, but she was like.
Yeah, I know you talking about. Yeah.
She found her segue into that. She kind of went into that, and she went to wrestling and shit. But it's just kind of funny because like I'm like, you're a little pretty for this shit. You're nice body and shit.
I mean, some people just like to fade. Just
that's true too.
That's true.
Yeah, some people just like to fight and they'll do it in any fashion. And it's just like.
And some of these women they're more bloodthirsty than dudes when it comes to fighting. So
yeah,
and you be thinking it'd be the pretty ones that be like, oh no, can't get
no, absolutely not.
Some of them pretty chicks, they got the heart of a damn.
Yeah, they
ugly chick inside.
Yeah, they're fucking like glamazons and shit. Like they're fucking warrior princesses, nigga. Like,
I like that. I like that. Yeah, glamazons. Yeah, that's how they be. They be on that shit. Like, you think they all super pretty and dainty, but they'll fuck your shit up.
Well, real quick to Anthony's second and last question about the NBC. I know Boxer. I was watching some of that card on Saturday. Boxer is on the Peacock app now, so it's kind of. I don't know if you want to count that because that's NBC, the Peacock app. But I don't know if you want to count.
What would be the dream celebrity boxing? I don't want to see no celebrity boxing really. Like, we have the misfit shit and stuff like that. Like, I'm good with the celebrity boxing. The only time that celebrity boxing shit works, so they gotta find a better vehicle to present it. If you literally had the celebrity boxers or the influencers, whoever, actually legit train with real boxing people for at least a month or maybe 3 weeks, and you get to see that they're training this, that, I think that would work better. I wouldn't mind it. But just to see random niggas just celebrity box, if they're not on the level of Blueface with it,
like Shaq De La Hoya type shit, back in you saw something.
Yeah, the Shaq. I watched that. That shit was cool, but that's 2 athletes, Yeah, no.
Even
Shaq with Shane Mosley because they fought too.
Yeah, I'm talking about shit like I still remember when they did Manute Ball and William the Refrigerator Perry. And that was a horrible watch. They did this, and then they did Screech and the dude from Welcome Back, Kotter, and I think was it Tanya Harding and somebody else like
Tanya Harding. Yeah, she was in that. Yeah, god damn, this nigga was bringing back the old school nigga.
Yeah, I'm bringing all that shit back, bro. Like, yeah, I remember watching this shit. I'm like, and Tanya Harding was the one that actually whooped some ass too.
Yeah, she did. She did.
Is Tanya Harding the one that attacked me or got the knee attacked? I was get confused.
She was the one that did the attack. Oh, she didn't attack. She said she was the master.
She set it up. She set
it up.
Nancy Kerrigan's the one who got her knee fucked up, right?
Yeah. Because I remember Tanya Hardy could. She was scrapping, and so was Screech. I think Screech put his foot in somebody's ass too. Like that was.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah.
Because even the shit like that, when we seen Sticky Fingers get beat up on MTV.
Oh,
like,
he got beat up bad. He got beat up bad.
You gotta do shit like that where you match up niggas like, okay, like you just gotta know, like you need honestly, you need a legit matchmaker for some of these influencer celebrity type of fights. I think when niggas start realizing like, yo, we could do it better and make it better and make it more enjoyable, and we could kind of do something where regular boxing fans won't mind and shit on it as bad, and it's like, okay, when somebody finally takes it to that level, it'll blow. And boxing and regular boxing will blow up too. It just, you need a better vehicle to present this celebrity shit. Like, I couldn't give you any. The only fucking celebrities I want to see box these niggas is Ring Gang. I'll put all 10 Ring Gang niggas against whoever celebrity motherfuckers y'all want to make a card with. Like, that's it. That's how I'm gonna answer the question. If y'all got a nigga 6'4", I got like 3 motherfuckers 6'4". Y'all niggas got niggas 6 feet, 6'1". I got like 3-4 niggas like that. So fuck it. Like, nah, that's it.
Word. And then I know Anthony. He also mentioned something about Stevenson. Did you guys opinions change of Stevenson if he hypothetically gets knocked out by Edwin De Los Santos?
Wow.
I mean, it wouldn't change my opinion of him. Like, it would just be like, no, nigga got caught. Like, you know, I mean, it was not like Stevenson is a hype job. Shakur Stevenson is far from a hype job. So
if you got knocked out, I mean, that's a bad look no matter what. You know?
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely a bad look.
Because motherfuckers
a lot of niggas is probably gonna be like,
because Shakur's supposed to be, you know, the pound for pound, you know, eventually go to welterweight and pick up a belt, that kind of guy. So if he loses, you know, that'd be
it stops all of that. He's gonna try to get an immediate rematch. The Dominican dude gonna have all the damn victory lap. It's gonna be like Crawford on steroids or something.
Yeah,
like,
Dominican Joel, like, yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's going.
You see Dominican Joel out there like fucking Bobby Brain Heenan and shit.
It's gonna be crazy. Like, it's boxing. Anything could happen. I doubt this happens, but I still respect Shakur. It's just I'm gonna be like, nigga, you should have fought Frank Martin. Should have took the Haney fight. That's all I'm gonna say, really. And I fucks with Shakur, but
it basically would be like the boxing gods willed it type of shit. Like we would
it'd be really like, you know, boxing gods kind of seen that because Shakur kind of like his name is getting more known for talking shit and hating on everybody and not the big fights. And everybody seems to kind of get into some good fights. And he's just kind of just there looking like he's more skilled than everybody, which is arguable, which is debatable, or, you know, or you could say, because Shakur got skills.
I mean, people are saying he's, you know, that guy at lightweight. He's only fought once at lightweight, so I don't know how you're going to say you can beat Tank and everybody
else. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I disagree with the whole everything people were saying with Frank Martin. It be his bitch, take the fight, when Frank Martin got a better win at lightweight than this nigga. 2 better wins.
But Frank Martin though, because Frank Martin though is not out off the hook because we got to see who this nigga's facing first before I go and
that is true. Yeah. But when I look at the opponents he's been fighting, I'm not gonna shit on it like that unless he's fighting somebody worse than his last fight. But Shakur has the bigger name. To me, it's always the onus always goes on the guy with the bigger name to take the fight. And it's like, you didn't take the Haney fight, you didn't take the Frank Martin, you fighting this motherfucker. And it's like, okay, cool, but don't act like, you know, if you UD him, you know, if you decision this nigga, or don't act like we supposed to just, you know, be like, oh, hip hip hooray, you beat the most dangerous motherfucker. Nah, like, we know who we wanted to see.
And with your last comment, I saw Haney's interview about fighting Tank at one. Haney's not going to 135 unless he gets brutally embarrassed, knocked out. I don't see Haney ever going back down. He has the belts for, you know, to maintain his value, you know, but that's about it. I don't see him moving back down. That's just.
But he can't hold on to the belts forever. He's going to drop them like.
If he beats Regis, I see him dropping the belts.
Because it's like he already made this point. Like he became undisputed and defended the undisputed title twice. That's like. ain't too many niggas defending the undisputed belt.
Under 25 years old. I mean, give them a little respect. I mean, under 25 years old.
I give.
But I'm just saying, period. How many times have you seen niggas defend the undisputed title? Niggas usually win it, and then that's it. They don't defend it. They drop it. This motherfucker defended it twice. Like, that counts something for that counts. Well, I mean,
Jamel won it, over a year and a half ago. He still ain't defended. So
yeah, I think
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Usyk was the only one that actually defended his undisputed title before he dropped. Before he dropped the heavyweight. So,
and I think he did it just once.
Yeah, he did it once. Yeah, against Tony Bellew. That was it. And,
I think
we ain't gonna put Bellew on the same level as fucking Lomachenko. Like,
yeah. But I mean, it is what it is, And then let's see, Siri. When they used to do celebrity boxing all the time, I kind of wish they allowed some of the pro wrestlers like a Steve Austin, Rick Rude, or Big Show on that show. Let's put it this way, because I know P knows this.
Didn't we already see something like that?
Yeah, like brawl for it all, like that shit, and that was a legit thing, and all the wrestlers. Yeah, pretty much it showed that none of the wrestlers really had hands like that, except for maybe one, Bart Gunn. And then Bart Gunn was fed to Butterbean in the legit
Butterbean.
And Butterbean sent his ass into orbit.
I think we got that on the TikTok.
Like, I did too, because I reiterated. I got it on IG too. I had to reiterate that that's a legit knockout. And Butterbean put his brain in orbit like the Sputnik satellite and shit. Like that nigga was in space.
Damn. yo, this nigga killing all the old school references. Like, motherfucker said the Sputnik satellite shit.
That shit was gone. And honestly, I don't think unless a pro wrestler has a legit boxing background, the whole thing with pro wrestlers is to make sure that people believe that they're legit fighters. So if a pro wrestler, gets his ass handed to him in a fashion from like that, that's gonna kind of kill their draw, their push, or whatever they're doing.
You can't pretend boxing. Like, you can pretend wrestling, that shit fake, nigga. But you can't pretend boxing.
Yeah, so like having pro wrestlers and that shit, it's always it has to be a pro wrestler that can fight, like legitimately box. And there wasn't a whole bunch of old school wrestlers that can box.
And see, and that's why I keep saying the importance of having the type of program or vehicle to deliver shit like that. Because I'm sure niggas, if niggas said, look, man, take I gotta remember some boxers that take some. If you got a handful of semi-relevant boxers, they're durable enough to do some shit, and you said, we're gonna put you in this house with motherfucking Roy Jones Jr. and Eric Morales for a month, right. And you're gonna learn boxing and this, that, and then the next month we setting up cards, and y'all niggas, if y'all do something like that should have worked. People that eat it up. But y'all could just no longer just throw random niggas fighting each other on some celebrity or influencer shit. Like, it's getting kind of, because when you have the casual speaking out about how bad the celebrity shit is, influencer shit is, like, it's a worse look because they're the main ones who consume that shit.
Right.
Like, hardcore about, we can shit on Fury and KSI and all them all day, and it's like, yeah, I feel you, but it's not really for you, but I get it. But when I'm seeing videos with them, like what's his name? That nigga on for No Jumper, Poetic Flacco, and all these other guys making, it's like, it's different. Like, you're like, yeah, like that's how the average person feels. So you just gotta just step it up. Like, I'm not one of these old niggas that's shitting on celebrity boxing. I love boxing in any format. I want it to get better and be improved, but certain shit you just gotta you gotta know when something peaks. I seen in the little tweet, Misfits, I think they're trying to do a show in the middle of 2024.
I saw that 2024. I saw that tweet.
And I'm like, okay, that's a long enough time, but y'all gotta have some names and just build up to that moment. Like, and I'm glad they said next year sometime, not okay, we're gonna do one in January. We're gonna do one in December. Misfit Christmas, nigga. Like, no, chill. Like, too soon. Dan Severn and Ken. Damn, them niggas old as fuck, bro. I don't think they're gonna be. I don't even know if I would want to see Ken Shamrock fight now. Like,
no, Ken Shamrock is Ken Shamrock got KO'd by fucking Hoist Gracie. Horace Gracie doesn't have KOs. He got KO'd by Horace Gracie. Like, that's not a thing. Like, I don't want Ken Shamrock shouldn't really be fighting, to be honest. Like,
yeah, like you name it, like Steve Blackman, really? Like the dad Sever, like, come on. Rob Van, like,
yeah, these guys
look, honestly, anybody will work, but you have to give the public has to see some type of basic training. That's the only thing. Like, you need more Jake Pauls if you're gonna keep doing this shit. Like, that's the thing. You wanna see a guy who's gonna at least take it semi-serious. Mm-hmm. Like I guess more Salt Poppies, like people in that vein,
right?
So that's my only main concern with this shit.
Yeah, I'm just let me go through a couple more of this shit before we get up out of here. Let's see. Okay, so Anthony says, I don't blame Stevenson for not getting in the fight with Haney. It was built out of his own mouth. I said during an interview that you have to wait after we beat Loma, but they reneged on that promise to move up to 140. I mean, it's the business. Like, it's what it is. I mean, Haney, it's not like Haney's fighting bullshit. Haney went to 140 to go fight Prograis, and Stevenson has a good opponent, but it's like, you know, you got business has to get done first. Like, you know, Haney did his time at 135. So, I mean, how long do you think Haney was going to keep drying himself out like beef jerky to actually make that fucking weight?
Yeah, Shakur, his name's so popular, he's so big. Like, why he ain't try to make a catch weight or something?
Well, I think he wanted the belt. I mean, it was for the belts, but he wasn't getting, you know, he was getting 20%, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of like, I think they'll all fight. I think they'll eventually fight at welterweight, hopefully on Scap down the line, but it ain't happening yet.
Yeah. And then I know Anthony said, did you guys see on Twitter that some crazy Haney fans have his road at 140 planned out? First Regis, then Matias, then Ryan, then Tio. I mean, hey,
that's, you know, like 3 years of fights.
I mean, let's put it this way: if Haney did all that shit and beat all of them, he would be a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer. He'd be a Hall of Famer. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be a Hall of Famer too. Like you know, that's
he'd be Prograis. You might say you're a Hall of Famer.
If you go undisputed at 135 and 140, yeah, you're. I mean, two division. I don't care. Sorry, he
has those. Yeah,
I don't care if he's boring. You're a Hall of Famer. I don't know.
Haney's not boring to me. Like,
no, people say that. I'm not saying he's boring. People don't like his style sometimes. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You know what? I just think niggas just don't like Haney, bro. Like, thank God he isn't any lighter, because motherfuckers are really. Like,
I mean, here's my thing about Haney. I know, because number one, Haney is not. Because I know one of the things people complain about is, well, why didn't Haney sign with Floyd, or why didn't Haney sign with PBC? Well, because Haney, you know, PBC and Mayweather Promotions are not known for the best recruiting processes. Like, and then Eddie came with the money and showed him the money, you know, and that's why. Like, and then Haney before that, Haney truly got it out the mud. Like, and I know that's an overused phrase, but that's literally what Haney used to go fight in fucking Mexico and shit, like when he was underage and shit, like, you know, taking fights like that on some Creed shit, you know, so it's like he used to like dude did a lot. Dude sacrificed to get to his position, and I can see that. Anyone can see that. So, and you know, and Haney is rich too. Haney's not. I mean, Haney was making like serious money, and before he's 25, but he earned that money. He's earned what he's doing, and I think more people just don't like that for some reason.
Yeah, and he never comes off desperate for fights or anything. Like, he'll talk his shit, but a lot of like Shakur like really be sounding like, yeah, please fight me, and then a lot of niggas ain't like the whole. Yeah, you so respectful to Loma, but you talk to these niggas like,
you didn't call Loma a bitch. You didn't call Loma a bitch.
Yeah, and the more you talk, the more niggas could just go in and nitpick the shit that you're saying. So that's why I think Shakur gets out of extra shit.
My last bit on Haney, like look at, I gotta give respect to Bill Haney, his dad, because this guy Haney, when I was first getting back into boxing, I saw Haney on literally having an all access, and he was a showbox fighter. He was his own all access as a showbox fighter. Got to the zone, kind of continued his career trajectory. Got the top rank, became undisputed. Now he's back in the zone. Like, who at the under the age of 25 or is able to make those kind of moves? So I mean, respect.
Yeah, I respect
it. Taking all the right fights.
Yeah, and like honestly, I mean, you can criticize him about maybe his lack of power and shit like that or something like that, but you can't really criticize because he's one of the young fighters that's actually moving in the way you're supposed to move in your career. Like there's not stagnation. Like you get in bigger fights, you keep getting bigger fights, and this pro grade fight is the fact that they pulled it off. Like that's a huge plus, and the fact that it's selling out, the tickets are going well, all this shit, it has buzz.
Oh yeah, I heard that shit. Like he got like what 9,000 tickets sold.
Yeah, exactly.
But the P and PBC got to be petty because they're putting the pay-per-view on pretty loaded card the same night. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that's fucked up. So I'm not happy about that.
Oh yeah. God damn. Oh fuck, 2 pay-per-views.
You're doing Thurman Stanionis, I think, the Cobra Del Rio and the Lara Danny Garcia, I think, all on one card. That's good loaded fucking card.
Man, yeah, that's
fucked up though. It's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
somebody could have had that pay-per-view on Friday night, man.
Facts.
Like you hoes, like y'all stay doing that shit.
Yeah.
God damn it. See, now I'm gonna have to watch Keith Thurman instead of this nigga.
And I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch the shit on the zone because and I'm gonna watch the PBC shit on my laptop. But it's like there should be no reason like both cards should be going at the same time. Both pay-per-views, like that's fucking insane. Like that's petty.
So it's like you can't even say, "Well, I'm gonna just watch this one because it's free." Like, no, you literally gotta pay for both. I said, when's the last time there was 2 pay-per-views on boxing at the same night? Like, I'm trying to think. Like, when's the last time that happened?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, it's definitely not top. I mean, it might be. No. When would it actually be? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. 2 pay-per-views.
Yeah,
hold on. Is it Sergio Martinez and Chavez Jr.?
That was a pay-per-view, but the fight, but it was Maidana and Jesus Soto's Cross. That wasn't a pay-per-view.
Oh yeah. Okay,
that was regular Showtime.
Yeah, that's a good ass fight too.
It was. Both actually that was a hell of a night boxing on both sides too. That shit was dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I can't.
This might be a first. Like.
Yeah, I mean,
2 boxing pay-per-views on the same night.
Because usually, if there was a pay-per-view, it was either a Top Rank would have the independent pay-per-views, and then fucking Showtime would have a card and shit like that. But it was never 2 pay-per-views that going out at the same fucking time.
And 2 major like significant fights. Like Haney Prograis significant, Thurman Stanionis significant. All those. So it's like, come on, man. Like, why y'all fucking with us?
Yeah, that's the type of shit that like I was like, yeah, that's petty shit. Like. One of them could be a Sunday fucking pay-per-view or a Friday pay-per-view. Like it don't.
Yeah,
really
y'all got 3 days to choose from, and y'all just circling on Saturday.
Right, and I'm just like, geez, like I mean, I really want to focus on one fucking card, but yeah, 2 pay-per-views is like, yeah, now I have to focus on it because fuck, the fuck am I gonna do? I have to focus on both. Yeah, that's some whole shit though. So seriously. Because but I'm just saying because Haney and Prograis is selling in the way that they need to, so yeah.
Who you think is going to sell more, the PBC card or the Zone?
I mean, right now the Zone one may actually has burn like Thurman Stanionis has to kind of bubble a little bit, and it hasn't really bubbled like that. I mean,
you ain't got no private schools in that fight. So
in terms of pay-per-view buys, I mean, yeah, I think PBC maybe in terms of pay-per-view buys, because I feel like Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman are have been on pay-per-view many times, and their names, I don't know.
Well, with Thurman's actually fighting a good opponent. Danny Garcia is fighting a 38-year-old Lord. Like, I mean, that's
title fight.
None of these fights deserve to be pay-per-view.
Neither really are pay-per-view.
Neither should be pay-per-view at all. Like, but at least Haney program. Like, it's a high level fight. They're both like, and I fuck with it. Like, there's not. Like, that's a tough fight.
See, it almost feel like they're the more relevant card or fight because everybody's kind of been active, kind of been out there. You've been seeing them on Twitter, whatever, commercials, this, that, press conferences. Yeah. Stanionis Thurman, that just seemed like it's been like an urban legend for like the last 2 years. And then somebody said, you know what? Bigfoot's real, nigga. Like, you gonna be there December 16th. And you're like, oh shit, really? Like it's something that you thought might exist, might happen, but you thought that for a couple years until now it's happening. And it's like, okay, but a lot of shit happened during that time, and we got this now here too. So.
Yeah, and the thing with the PBC one is a lot of them are just been wild and active. Like at least a minimum is like at least 14 to 16 month inactive. Like,
that's a hard minimum.
Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, nigga, that's what it is, bro.
I feel bad fucking going a week or two without boxing, and these niggas going damn near 2 years. Like, how the fuck y'all do this shit?
Yeah, it's one of those. I think that's the thing with the pay-per-view one. Like, Keith Thurman still has a little bit of his name value and everything like that, but is it gonna be enough to carry this whole pay-per-view to that pay-per-view, like to that point? I think. I mean, that's where at least Haney and Prograis have been trending for quite some time. Once the shit's been out, the shit's been trending. Everything is trending in that direction for it being a more relevant fight because they're still. One's a champion, they're both champions too, so it's like, yeah.
And it's a fight, it's a big fight that was talked about and it was made in a timely fashion. It wasn't the whole urban legend Thurman, Stanionis, Boots, Crawford, Spence, round table of names for the last 2 years.
Right.
Where you just kind of like the wheel of fortune just spun. It's like, oh, Thurman Stanionis. Like, I fucks with that. It's because niggas were still complaining. Motherfuckers wanted Thurman Boots on some, like, nah, nigga. You're not going to escape that easily. Like Stanionis ain't hard work. But
Stanionis, like, he had the Virgil Ortiz fucked up his whole year. I know he got hurt first or whatever, but he ain't fought in, like, last time we saw him was on the YouTube prelims for the Spence Ugas fight. You know what I'm saying? I know Thurman ain't fought since February, so it's like 2 minutes. I mean, it's still intriguing as fuck. But coming off 14 month plus layoff main events, like
both these niggas,
yeah, Danny Garcia hasn't fought since September or earlier this? No, it's July.
About a year. It's got to be at least a year, right? Because that fight was against Jose Benavidez, right?
Yeah, and Laura hasn't fought in even longer than that. Motherfucker, last time he was on Fox when the last time he fought, and Fox don't even air boxing no more.
Was that when he knocked out Spike Sullivan or the cornbread or whatever?
I think it was was it the cornbread one? I'm trying to think.
I thought he knocked out Sullivan after. I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I think they were both on Fox. Either way, nigga, I think they were both on Fox. So that's why it's just like there's a whole bunch of inactivity, and you try to put that on a pay-per-view. Like Showtime should. I would think Showtime would try to cut their costs, but not to make pay-per-views. Like, you can put that on a regular ass Saturday night. And
that would have been a fire triple header. Like, I don't like, and they would have went out with a bang. The pay-per-view, I just gotta say, it's like it's bad logistics. Like the Haney shit, like y'all already know that's popping and that's buzzing. Like sometimes I feel like some of these promoters, these industry niggas, they gotta look at the overall health of the sport. Like. How does having 2 boxing pay-per-views on the same night help the sport?
Right.
And it's not like it's an influencer pay-per-view and then a regular boxing pay-per-view where you kind of make everybody happy and niggas could just choose. But y'all niggas are y'all making motherfuckers choose between, like, damn, do I want to save my uncle or my aunt? Like,
word.
Niggas like the house burning. Like one of you motherfuckers like, damn, like I bought you that PS5, nigga. Remember? I be cooking the oxtails every weekend, nigga. Like, you up here like, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna pull that because I know they got Andy Cruz on that. They got Ebony Bridges, Andy Cruz, and pretty decent, chief support.
Like Eddie cooked up a decent undercard for that shit. So it's like,
finally, shit, it's his job. Like, nigga, throw Bridges on a damn pay-per-view, like.
Hey, a big-titted Australian, that has a tendency to brawl. Like, you gotta attract the masses.
Yeah,
bro.
fuck it. Like, we gotta.
Yeah. I think Eddie just wants another reason to leer at her, or try not to leer at her when she does her fucking weigh-ins and shit.
But remember, the zone be so like whole with this shit. Like they'll put the little. I don't know why they started doing this. It's like it's stupid, and it's like you're like, look, boxing's been around for years. The weigh-ins, like if you don't want to have your body shown, then you don't need to be boxing. But him putting the podium up in front of the women boxers is just like, that's just some lame shit. Like I be wanting them to just be like, and just stand to the side, like, here, nigga. Look. like fuck all this shit. Fuck that. You need to see all of this. Like that shit just so like Like nobody else does it, but damn, Hearn did that stupid shit. Like
Herbie trying to fake look away and shit. It's like it became
like, dude, who cares? Like, nigga, look at the bitch. Like, the fuck, nigga, that's what she there for, nigga. God damn.
Like they had like Yocasta Val. I mean, that's not Eddie, but I'm saying they had her ass cheeks all up out there. She got paid basically.
Yeah, you see that promoted Golden Boy, and everybody was kept.
They had the good angles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ain't complaining. I'm not complaining to come in.
Nah, that's what makes the sport go. Like sometimes like we see it in rap music where it's just so much bullshit be going on, and it's like it seems like people just do everything and try to just see what hits and is successful. Sometimes that happens in boxing, and the powers that be don't realize it. Mm-hmm. So when something good happens, they'll run with it, but they're not learning from it. Like, okay, how we do this again? They'll just be like, oh shit, we hit the damn jackpot, and let's show this Mexican show the ass all over the place. Like, not looking at it like, okay, how we gonna set this up some more? How we gonna do this? Make this a thing? How we could damn accentuate this, that. Like, so that's the shit I'm on. Like, they need to be on that. But overall, we'll see how it ends up. I really don't want them niggas to do pay-per-view, but they fucking got
right. I mean, I'm hoping that they do something. I mean, unless if the pay-per-view is like early in the afternoon, they do a different time. I mean, it'll be a lot of boxing at the time, and it'll be kind of crazy. Like either way, 2 pay-per-views doesn't benefit anyone. So it's like, even if they move the time up to an earlier time or some shit like that, at least so there's not overlap. But yeah. There should not be an overlap like that. That it's horrible, and they shouldn't encourage that. So, but yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. We'll see how that because I'm pretty sure Thurman stand-outs will probably be announced probably in the next couple of weeks or so.
Yeah, officially, and then officially put that motherfucker on Showtime Championship Boxing. I see 2 more comments from Anthony. Then I know we wrap it up. Is there a nickname for a boxer that you guys felt never really fit the style of boxing they did throughout their career? Oh wow, like damn, dude, you be having some questions. Like, there's plenty of dudes with trash ass nicknames that don't fit their style.
I don't know if Shane Mosley was the right lineage of Sugar. Great fighter. I don't know if Sugar was the perfect for Shane Mosley, but I don't know.
The power and the speed, I'll allow it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's better than Hitman Hatton. I don't know how the fuck they gave him. Like, yeah, it goes together, but I never seen Ricky as no Hitman.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, or someone that they try like this. The one fighter that I always thought that they just no nickname ever fit was Lennox Lewis. I remember they tried to give Lennox the Lion, and I'm thinking to myself, nah, that didn't work. Like
the Emperor, because that ain't work either.
Yeah, Lennox was just too fucking laid back as a fighter. I mean, when he showed like viciousness, he was vicious, but Lennox was not that type of fighter. Lennox was very cerebral, especially after he got knocked out by McCall. That's why I was like, they tried to give him the line. I'm like, nah, it's not no lion. Like that, it doesn't work.
Lennox Lewis really don't have no nickname, really.
Yeah, exactly.
What nickname could you give him? Because none that they gave him worked. Like,
yeah, no, like they don't ever call him, but they call him Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. Like, with Evander, niggas the real deal. Tyson, Iron Mike Tyson, Kid Dynamite. Like, I mean, but you're not getting these. Tua, man. Even John Ruiz got quiet, man.
Yeah, no. Yeah, like you think, I mean, even like the B-level, like heavyweights of his time, like Oscar Maskayev, Big O, shit like that. Corey was the sniper. Yeah, some shit like Corey Sanders was sniper. Even the Klitschko's had cool. Bird. I mean, rapid fire. Even the Klitschko's had cool nicknames. Dr. Iron Fist and Dr. Steelhammer.
Yeah, those are hard nicknames, but
badass. Like, that's names. Like, names got to be hard, nigga.
Yeah, like Ike the President Ibiabuchi, like shit like that. Or Bazooka Ike, Ike Cortez,
That jab was. But Oscar the Golden Boy, because basically like he kind of inherited from Sugar Ray Leonard as being the babyface media star darling
coming from the amateurs and Olympics.
And
and
remember he got the gold medal.
Yeah, and if you and also kid, like if you ever see you watch the documentary on him on HBO, at least part 1, that shows the positive stuff. The part 2 shows all the degenerate shit that he got into. But it showed why Oscar was, and me, LB, we all gave him like Oscar props, like why he was the last true American draw. Like you can say what you want to say about him now, but there's not too many people that had the type of career that Oscar De La Hoya had, when he was fighting. Like dude was legit draw as anything. Like Brock carried the sport.
And he always made the fights that people wanted to see when they wanted to see them. That's the thing that's missing with the hardcore boxing that the influencer people got right. If they know two names were buzzing, they made that fight happen and they promoted the fuck out of it. Boxing is always on this, hold on, nigga. It's like, I'm the A side, you're the 8.5 side, you're B side, this side. I gotta walk into the ring first. No, I gotta come into the ring second, but on a helicopter, nigga. No, I gotta walk in there on an elephant. Like, it's always a little bullshit. Oscar, that shit wasn't going on. It's like, if he was the dude and there was a group of people saying, look, man, Oscar, that's the biggest fight out there. I don't know how it would happen. It would just made, and we would have an event that year.
Yeah, like honestly, Anthony, you need to watch the Oscar documentary that's on HBO Max. Then you'll understand why Oscar was called the Golden Boy. Like like his nickname fit him perfectly. Like so it's like, I mean, Tito was just his nickname. Felix Trinidad, people just know as Tito. I mean, that wasn't. It wasn't a boxing nickname. Just more like that's what he was called. Like
Tito.
Yeah,
so. I've seen that with all three of these guys. It's very creepy when I see Bob, Al, and Eddie just leer at the female fighters like the piece of. That's the thing. Like no one, like no one's telling you to be undressing these bras with your eyes. Just they there. You look like that's cool, and you just do your regular things. Like these, like you're not supposed to be up there like.
Yeah,
the creepy fucking look. I don't even like that look. I don't like bitch. Look at me like that. Like, the fuck is that? Like, like that's crazy. That's weird shit. Because I'm thinking like, damn, like, like that ain't the just I want to smash look. That's the I want to smash, but then wear your clothes in your closet. Hang up pictures of me, and you're like, this is weird shit. So I get it, but. God damn, are we animals? Like, damn, y'all can't have pretty women around and revealing clothes and niggas just normal? Like,
yeah, I mean, Tito was Tito's one of my favorite boxers, yeah. But sometimes Hispanic boxers, I said they get away with it, but it comes off naturally with the nicknames, like Canelo, you know what I'm saying? Just sounds so gradual.
Well, Canelo's just because this nigga has red hair and shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, certain Hispanic nicknames just come off so smooth. I ain't gonna hate them.
Yeah, a lot.
El
Terrible, yeah.
Like that's one of my favorite damn nicknames for. It's just like like the terrible, like that shit just sound like a damn M. Shalalan movie or something.
Yeah.
Like you seen that? What's his name? El Terrible. Like like they fucking niggas up in that movie. Like bro, like I ain't like the ending though.
Yeah, like I said, boxers. Like if a boxer has a bad nickname, it's just because they're like. I mean, some of it can be ironic or not or whatever. It's just like and some of them just like I said, no nickname would actually it never stuck. Like Lennox Lewis or whatever. But yeah, like there's definitely plenty of fighters nicknames that that just did not stick for for boxers. Like
it gotta say something about either your character as a person. Or something that kind of shows in your style of fighting. So we don't want to see like okay, Ivan Calderon, Iron Boy, like I always felt like that shit was weird. Like
it's like why? Because he ran a lot, nigga. Like what the fuck?
what like Iron Man triathlon?
Right?
I mean, I always fucked with Brian Valoria, Hawaiian Punch. Like,
Hawaiian Punch.
That's dope. Like.
Yeah, talking about a guy that needs to be in the Hall of Fame. That motherfucker needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, Brian Valoria, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
How come he ain't in there?
I mean, like, there's a lot of niggas not in. Like, dude, fucking.
I mean, like Roman Gonzalez, Chocolatito, like it's synonymous with like him. Is that's him? Chocolatito. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but that's a whole nother conversation. Like, because I know it's getting kind of late. I want to talk about it. I mean, Anthony, like, how Manny Pacquiao got his nickname, bro? Like, Really? Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh.
Come on.
But let's wrap this up.
This is a wrap. Like,
I gotta get to bed, bro. So like, some final thoughts. Hey, yo, Pilot, your final thought?
Not much. Shouts out to Anthony in the chat, everybody in the chat. Good week of boxing coming up, and hopefully we close out the year strong. You know where to check us out at. Ring Radio across every platform imaginable. Ring Gang Radio. That's all I got.
Word. AOP, bro. What's your final thoughts?
You know what it is? Ring Gang Radio all day, every day. So you know where to find us at ringgangradio.com, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Keep following us. We got some more content coming. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got to say about that.
Word, yo. P dropped the raspiness and all that types of shit, nigga. Like, hey, yo, LB, yo, your final thoughts?
Ring block. Oh, nah, we back in the flesh. We'll be here Thursday. We're gonna review the Offset album, the new album, Set It Off. So y'all niggas make sure y'all listen to it. The album's dope. So we gonna get back on the music reviews. We've been ranting because a lot of shit been going down lately. A lot of crazy shit. Niggas getting hit with bricks, fucking submarines, getting imploded, and the fucking tiger sharks fighting niggas, like alligator, all types of shit. So we gotta speak on it. You got thirst traps, viral tweets, body counts. So we speak on it, but like we love the music, so it's time to kind of bring that back. We haven't had a music. We've had music, but we also gonna bring back the album battles.
Yeah, exactly.
And I got a new one I'm gonna drop too. We gonna do as well.
And then we're still overdue for R&B one. Cause I know that
yes, that's dope, bro. That's gonna happen. I already started getting all the images together. I'm gonna work on that tonight. So trust me, King P already know what's good. Like he already know. But we definitely gonna do some more battles with like matching albums and shit together. But yeah, so be on the lookout for that. Salute everybody else in Ring Gang. DZ, Prolific Genius 1, PJ the Fight Architect, my nigga Rome, top 5, fucking shooting lights out on these motherfuckers. And my dude Clanarchy, who back in the lab making fucking beats. He sent me 2 clips today. Shit's fire. This nigga like going in. So prepare for some shit next year, 2024. We're gonna end Ring Gang Radio with a fucking bang, nigga. So, but definitely be on the lookout. All this shit on the line. We might get another Pat article, some forgotten fades,
yeah,
forgotten pay-per-views, whatever. But I know he's gonna handle that shit. And we got the cartoon on its way, the Pizza Wars. That should be dropping soon. I gotta I think it's me and Rome, top 5, gotta lay our vocals down, and maybe one more vocal needs to be added, but that's almost done. So yeah, that's just the shit that's on the horizon. So make sure you fuck with everything we do, especially TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. You already know what it is. I'm passing back off to Pat Scorpio so you can take us away.
Well, thank you, LB. So yeah, man, I have nothing more I want to say other than where it is. That we're everywhere. Google us. Go to the website, and especially our YouTube. Again, we appreciate the engagement. And especially I'll shout out the one person in the comment for the Rocha Santion one that says learn how to pronounce the names. And motherfucker, you learn. We'll learn how to pronounce the names when you grow fucking hair, bro. I seen your video.
Hold on, someone said that shit.
Hell yeah! I made sure I approved it and I posted it because it was filtered. Bald head motherfucker, man.
Who was it?
Hold on, in the chat right now?
No, not in the chat, nigga. In the video, bro. The preview for Rocha and Santion.
Oh, learn how to.
That
nigga can suck a dick.
It is Roca, but whatever.
Roca, Santion, like in Santion. That's So yeah, but either way, grow some fucking hair. Then you want to get some, and then we'll pronounce.
You bald fuck. Like, and we say all the time, like, yo, we apologize for any names niggas mispronounce. Like, we talk boxing. This ain't goddamn English history grammar, nigga.
Right. Looking like a straight, motherfucker looking like a straight up fetus, man. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, the fuck out of this Ring Gang, nigga.
Yeah, I'm saying
spelling gang, ain't spelling bee gang, nigga.
Yeah,
ain't hooked on phonics gang, nigga.
Yeah, fuck out of here, yo. But yeah, no, I had to make sure I, give him a couple of bars. But yeah, on YouTube, man, listen, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, and then we'll all be friends. And you feeling a little generous, you see the banner going, donate to our PayPal and shit like that. We trying to we close to getting the super chats and everything. Again, look up, that'll be a good look. So yeah, just keep fucking with us and keep spreading about Ring Gang, and yeah, man, like, we'll be on our way, So for ourselves, like Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, for LB Shuttle with the God, the GOAT artist, for King P. Bodega P, and for Conscious Pilot, this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.
Tell everybody.